Hello, hello. Yeah, today is the last day of my 7-day trial with the StreamYard Premium. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it out like I did yesterday. I'm going to play a song and or two and see if anybody shows up.
They say don't look up, never look back, but I do not abide. Instead of Steve Star, seated ground, broke through shipwreck, reconnoiter, a pint to apartmentalized and spend winter splitting pine, splinter spline, spirals, bundles, all sewing, add some pow toward a Taurus, restore point, serve us a swive. We say face so easy, intel to recall, calling all of y'all, yes, all in all is all at once, I left to decide, but hung upside. Destiny tried, stride, side, slide, split, crack, crux, axe. But then they said I knew Judas lied, but I died, then he died. Then Bob Raw debated, a prey pressed, EQs, line striated, distressed, patriate until Saturn aided, training, traded, swinging spring, infiltrated, punctuated, in exclamation or question. Is he decide or is it suicide? So my left I drew a card toward an art and a arrow to Louis Talos to end bowling ball, para, pillow, column, silo, knee, hi, ho, I, PP, we just comprehended behind the ads. On my adversary, I've been read to strip, football, stigmata, change, ace, snaffle, it's mistletoe, perpetuity, red flag, holy war roads, and remix Nova to novel, Ashton, Dusty, usually spit swords, spicy spears, far fierce, feed fire from spirit is airy air, era where world, wild, willful desire, recess, fire indeed, big poker block, slide that boulder, Peter Rock, Petra Stone, pretty purity, Parker, AdSense, partner, feet a fuck right, Barrackley, feet to walk a plank, of course it's blank, to fate, to play, to payer, to play, also known as, I'll stay away, originally near, Milvana, Nirvana, Hamano, Amano, un Pauleo, Logeo, no Neo, no Vano, Wabamor, Contador, con queso, filo, Delfín.
Behind these lies we separate, play back the lines, today's the day, reflex, deny, breathe, suffocate, blown up sky high, how we relate to flow abstract, rewind the track, the world's not flat, you don't know jack, time can attack, so drop the act, that hidden fact, now bring it back. It's not my fault, you always say, deny, distract, unfortunate, I lost my mind along the way, so I relax, rejuvenate. I am no, let for you know. I am no, let for you know. I am no, let for you know. I am no, let for you know.
I got two friggin' trumpet solos and a friggin' mariachi guitar solo in that song. I wrote that song. It's pretty awesome, I think. I don't know. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. But yeah. Those were my lyrics and my styling, but I do not play all those instruments. The AI definitely helped me with the arrangement. And that was like one of the only ones that I have that's actually got a female vocals. Most of the time I do male vocals because I think most of my internal like expressions are like way more masculine, which is weird, because like I'm not an angry person as my feminine self, but I have like a lot of that stuff that needs to get out, and that's like kind of my divine masculine working it out. So thank you. I appreciate that so much. Um, yeah. So today, the themes of the day seem to be that things are lining up. Oh yeah, I should get rid of that banner, huh? Let's do ask a sandwich. That's much better. Because I'm a sandwich. And yeah, you guys can ask me anything you like. We're having one of those days today. Yeah, the themes of the day are like things seem to be coming together, but lots of people are missing the communication points. They are misinterpreting. They're taking things personally. They're getting all butthurt. And yeah, easy to do. They're easy to fix mistakes as well if you one were so inclined. And but I don't think that when people are at that point that they're necessarily open to changing their mind about it. So I think it's very useful just to, support the person as best as you can while they're going through their friggin' butt hurt, but don't like friggin' make it worse by friggin' cheering them on too hard because then they'll get that positive reinforcement. That's what I've been trying to do. Because I love Hurricane Paro. I love Paro. He's all right, and I just think people just don't understand him. And but then he also gets himself very triggered. I think he needs that vent though. So I'm not going to worry about it because he's a grown ass man and he can handle himself, right? So, but yeah, I think my message for today of what I want people to know is like if there's any white knights out there or any simps, like please come talk to me. Like I think that it's very easy to remedy the issues that white knights and simps have. And it just has to do with them maybe not being as confident about their honesty with other people, and so they assume things that are not and they get disappointed because they have unfair expectations of people that they haven't discussed with them previously. I suspect that is the only problem because I think their intent is actually good. They just don't know that their expectations are not reasonable without previous discussion, at least. So that's what I'm sort of like pondering today, and smoking my new indica vape. It's pretty good. And yeah, I think guys and girls can be friends. I know there's a lot of coomer gooner friggin' type, like red pill dudes out there right now that don't think that that's the case, but I think they're wrong. Cause like maybe just because like those guys can't control themselves, can't like keep their friggin' their kundalini where it belongs. That's the nicest way I can think to say it. Yeah, and I've been like chased around by exposed penises before, like unwanted exposed penises, and I just like laughed, and that person actually like ended up being one of my best friends, and there was like nothing sexual with us. He was just a dick when I met him, and he didn't know how to treat me because I hadn't showed him yet. You know, people don't know how to treat you until you show them how to treat you. They don't know, they can't read your mind, so you have to tell them what you want. And that means not being a pussy. Well, being a pussy, because pussies are flexible, resilient. So not being balls, all sensitive and, hiding to stay safe, because, yeah, that's funny, right? Yeah. I think that they, yeah, I think that they could be friends totally. I mean, but there's a lot of people out here on the streets that are like, no, any guy that like says he's your friend wants to fuck you. That's fine as long as he doesn't try. I mean, obviously I find my gay friend attractive, but he's gay. I'm like, put your shirt on, dude. You're like getting me hot. You don't want me to friggin' like get all hot and bothered over you, then you need to put your shirt on. you know? And he totally accommodates me because he's like a good guy, and he doesn't want me to rape him or anything. It's like, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Never. Actually, I just said a bad word. Oops. Let's see how much YouTube hates me. We'll see if they take it down. I doubt it. I doubt it'll happen. We're flying under the radar. Hurry, somebody type capitulate in the chat and see if it comes up. Because that's how you tell if they're watching you. Is if you type capitulate and it doesn't, and then you refresh the chat and it goes away, then they're watching you. So I don't know if they're watching me. Probably not, because I appear to be a little bit loony. And just enough loony to where I don't seem like a serious threat, and that is fine with me. If they don't think I am, that is great. I love that. Because of course I'm not. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that was funny. I think I'm hilarious, but I understand if nobody agrees, it's fine. I don't care. I'm going to still be funny laughing at myself. So if nobody likes it, they can leave. But I'm glad there's 2 people here, it looks like, in the chat. Say hello, lurker, whoever the lurker is. Say hello. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Sometimes I don't even bite if it's a request. I have to be in the mood to be bitey. And not really right now, so. And I'm scary. Yeah, I can be scary, but like I try not to be most of the time. Yeah, you get my humor. That's so nice. Cause like sometimes like I like have this thing with sarcasm. Like I'm like getting better at like delivering it, and I like deadpan like so much. But people always think I'm serious, and I always think people that are being sarcastic are being serious. So it just like devolves into like chaos. Whenever somebody's being sarcastic and I'm trying to be deadpan, it's like it just doesn't work. It's like then everybody's explaining jokes to each other and it's not funny. you know? Yeah, that people just do take yourselves serious, and that humor is a fucking tool you can use to get across some really, really honest things in a very nice way. So you have to like care enough to like craft that humor in a way that is just caring enough to where it gets the message across very clearly, but also is very funny and like takes the edge of it off, so it doesn't like, it's not blunt force trauma or friggin' like sharp and stabby. Um, it's nice. I think it's a considerate thing to do. And yeah, it's like also like I'm been very awkward my entire life. And like believe it or not, I am not an extrovert. I just went to extrovert boot camp. Like I was a stripper and I learned some skills, but they are not talents. Like it didn't come naturally to me to be extroverted, but I was forced to do so by the society that we live in, and I was like sent through the like cosmic blender of how to get to be that way by being a stripper. And like one thing is like I found it refreshing as a job at first. Like not only like were people paying just to like look at me, which I thought was like friggin' ridiculous. I thought nobody was ever going to do this. Then I was like, oh, this is what this is. And then everybody at that job is like just like every other job, except for there's really no filter on it. And I think that's why I quit, because sometimes it's okay to have a filter. Like, you don't want to just be like bluntly rude to everybody and tell them whatever's on your mind all the time. So, like, because if you care about people, you can still not care what they think and still care what they think. You can care what they think without caring what they think. Does that make sense? Yeah. I am very introverted. Yeah. But now I'm actually an ambivert. But I started out as an introvert, but I was a very confident introvert. Apparently my mom dug out this old letter that my Aunt Carla she wrote to my Aunt Carla. And yeah, definitely Sigma style. Although all of those titles are fucking bullshit, actually. Like, these are just like words that we use to like make it easier for other people to understand us. But like, they're still words, and they're like fucking stupid. It's like, I wish we would all just be able to like friggin' like use the same words. Yeah, words are. I say they suck. They suck bad, and they're lamed. They're lamed. It's like lamed, but they're not. It's like lamed because it's like, that's a Jewish thing. I know, and I'm gonna be like bad right now, but I am like 1/32 Sephardic, and all it takes is a drop. Really, they say that. I don't know what that means exactly, but I understand Kabbalah just off of watching like one video and another video that was like about the Triangular Lodge in Scotland, which is friggin' weird because like that's what made me like go, whoa, this is way older than just Jewish people. It is like much older than that. Yeah, so yeah, I say lamed because it's the sheep hook. It's the shepherd's crook. And what's really weird is like my last name, my surname, it either means a shield meadow or a good grazing meadow for sheep. Like, so it could be either. I think it's both. And it could also be a magic meadow, which I think is the third, option, which is also probably true. But I'm like definitely I'm a valley dweller. I like the mountains. I like to visit the mountains. I like to climb the mountains. I think it's fun, but I am like very most comfortable in the valley. Hi, Hank. I'm gonna drop the link here in a minute. If anybody wants to come up, I would be more than happy to have a guest, not just like be rambling on all up here by myself. So yes, the Kabbalah. I think it might even be older than the Chaldeans or Chaldeans, however you pronounce that. But yeah, I think you might be onto that. That's definitely the direction to look for it in the past, further back. I think, anyways. I could be wrong though. I bet you Hank knows some stuff about it though. Yeah, and it's been maybe slightly altered, but it's so weird because I think that there's like this like there seems to me at least that there has there is some like patterned algorithm to the universe. And yes, thank you for coming by, Howard. And definitely drop by again. I appreciate you so much. Um, it's always nice to have you down and chat, even though I would love to have you come up one day and chat as well. But no pressure, at your convenience and your willingness to friggin' be in public. I totally understand if people don't. But yeah. Have a great day and blessings. See you later. Awesome. I'll be patiently waiting until that day, and I'm sure we'll have a great time whenever that is. I can wait. I was thinking I might even go take a walk around the yard because it's a lovely day out and it's very sunny. Show you guys my friggin' Sanford and Son friggin' external part of my house outside. There's a lot of stuff to deal with that is somewhat organized, but not like totally organized. It's a little bit cluttery, but I'm not ashamed of that whatsoever because, like, I'm a creative person and I've got time to be putting everything all like in like deep organization. It's definitely like more convenient not to have everything like perfect all the time. I'm so glad I didn't get that kind of OCD. The kind of OCD I got was at least like I could get rid of it. I don't think people that get the like organization OCD can have such a hard time like getting I think they have a hard time getting rid of it. And it's not like all cool like you would imagine because I actually talked to somebody who had it and they were like, "Oh my god, it's anxiety. It's like compulsion. You're not cleaning. It's not like it makes it easier for you to do these things. It's like you have anxiety which pushes you to do them and stresses you out until they're done." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all. Doesn't sound convenient either. Doesn't sound good." It's like, so yeah, I'm really actually kind of relieved I didn't get that kind of OCD. Uh, but like, I know where everything is in my clutter piles. So, and it's not like it's like filthy. So anybody that has a problem with it just doesn't have to come to my house. If they can't stand there being a dish in the sink, it's not gross. It's just a dish. Just get over it. Or just don't come over. Don't friggin' like talk shit about me if I've got a cluttery house. It's like you don't have to be here if you don't like it. It's like you will also miss out on my trade shows because like everybody that comes over to my house and hangs out, like if they bring me gifts, they get gifts. I will dig really cool things out of my friggin' piles and I give them away very generously in exchange for whatever gifts people give me because I am a matcher. So that's that. And I've got people that will testify to that being the case. And like, I'm a very loyal friend until people are disloyal to me. I think like the way I think about respect is that I give it to people by default, but it's their job to maintain that respect and keep it, or they can lose it. And then if they want it back, they have to earn it. And I think that I expect people to be like that too. Like, I can earn their respect. I should be able to earn people's respect regardless of whether they give it away because I can't expect people to be like me, but I can tell them how I am. And if they're different, they can tell me how they are, and I can try my best to get their respect um, in whatever way that they treat it, or I won't be able to do it because it's too hard because they're ridiculous. I don't know, you know? It's like I think it's like people just need to like be better at like telling people how they are and being honest about who they are. And like if you're going to gaslight yourself, yes, it works really well, but you cannot forget, don't forget that. You cannot forget if you gaslight yourself. It does work to change your behavior, but it fake it till you make it only works if it's like something that's actually possible and real in the first place. So it's like, yeah, it's just like basically you can't fake that like perpetually through your own will is not the way to get things. You have to actually be what you are, and who you are is you'll realize that it's not so hard to be yourself when you're doing that. It becomes so easy. As a matter of fact, it becomes so easy and so good that you won't want to be anybody else. And you'll stop being jealous of other people. You'll stop worrying so much about what they're doing. Like, I like to try and mediate between people, but if they didn't ask, it's kind of presumptuous of me. And I'm getting better at like stepping away at that point, like realizing whenever I'm in the middle of something, usually that I shouldn't be doing it and hitting the brakes, you know? But yeah, I'm working on it. It is always my first instinct to like try and like minimize the damage whenever two people are like blowing up at each other and stuff, especially if they're both my friends. But I've realized recently that I just need to like let that be because I can't be there all the time. So it's kind of ridiculous for me to think that I can prevent anything like that from happening. If it's supposed to happen, it will happen. The universe will do it. It's just like you can't be fooled by location changes, or you can't run away from your lessons that the universe has for you because it'll just put you in a different situation that is exactly the same situation. like just with different characters. And you will have to learn that lesson anyways. That's pretty much like how it always has been for everybody, whether they realize it or not. It's like my mom is just my mom like married my dad, who happens to be a covert narcissist. Of course, back when she married him, there was like no like terminology for that, and I didn't even know what that was until a few years back when I had my ex started like seeing someone who was a narcissist. That was an overt narcissist, and then the second one was a covert narcissist. He's like a narcissist magnet. Um, Whenever he like picks girls, he just picks the ones that are narcissists. It's crazy, and I think that was because he's codependent and he's anxious, avoidant, freaking attacher. You know, all these like terms are so stupid, but they actually do like make some sense to some people. So I'm going to use them anyways. Um, but yeah, I am not a professional though. I do not have a degree. I can help to some degree with some people as long as they're willing to help themselves, but I don't like help people that are not helping themselves, because that always like freaking bites me in the ass and makes things worse for them and me both. So I've learned that lesson, at least. There aren't very many times where I've gotten confronted with that since I learned that lesson, thankfully. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I guess the friggin' the YouTube censors. Let me see if I can say capitulate in the chat. Let's see. Oh, YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a bit. That's funny. They think it's spam. A one word is capitulate. But look, I can say capitulation. Watch, I can say that. Oh, I'm gonna screenshot this. I wonder if I can complain to them. Why would it be spam if it's one word? It's just a word that you can't use. That makes no sense, YouTube. And that is gay in a bad way, not gay in a great way, because gay is actually happy. I'm so gay. Yes, I am. And I don't know. Maybe I'll just make this one a short one, and leave it at that. No, all smoke, no shade show today is a solo show, I guess, on Earth Day. Yeah, it's only been 30 minutes, but maybe we'll just keep it short. And I will go see if anybody else is live, and we can, because I like to talk to people. I don't like to just talk to myself. If nobody's going to show up, then I will go search them out and I will follow their rules. I'm going to keep trying to do this. This is going to be the last show with my cool background until I get enough money to pay StreamYard, because they're friggin' extorting me for the coolness that they could easily let me use. And I would promote them, the shit out of them, if they just let me use it. But no, they want money, cash up front. So I'm probably going to not give it to them. And I'm just going to figure out a different way to broadcast my show in a cool way. Because if you don't give it away, then you don't get the free advertising that I would give you. Sorry. Anyways, I like to use the products that I have, and I like there to be some sort of option for like me to do it in a functional way that is useful and still like isn't highway robbery. I think they wanted to charge me $79.99 to just like do, and I like designed this logo and everything. They didn't do it. They just giving me options. I know they programmed this platform, but it's like, what? It's like, really, if you make anything off of a computer program, you're doing good. It's kind of like me doing tarot readings. I do free tarot readings online all the time. And if I go downtown, I have to get paid for them. I understand that. But it's like I will give people the option for trade, at least, because I'm a reasonable person. But I guess you can't expect other people to be like you. And I guess I'm a reasonable person, but I should just wait for them to catch up. I'm just going to complain a little bit, though, just so they hear me, maybe. They're probably not even listening, though. They're just like, whatever. So that's that. Anyways, nobody's here. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to go friggin' walk the YouTube streets, and I'm going to walk my yard and look at the beautiful flowers, because it's a lovely day, and maybe later I'll come back and try again. Love you guys. Bye.